Well, guys, before we get into this, just remember, I'm having the 188 Cardano giveaway, and that will be to one lucky subscriber after 1,000 subscribers. So don't forget to subscribe to be a part of that. Welcome back, guys. MetaBoss Man with the Crypto Plan is coming back at you. In this one, we're going to discuss the one thing that plagues cryptocurrency in the market today. What is the one thing? The one thing that you always look at when you're actually looking at a project. When you're looking for a project, what are you looking at? You're looking at whether it is a viable project. You're looking at whether it's going to rug pull you. You're looking at whether it's going to decimate your funds. If you put it in there, you're going to worry about whether you're going to be stuck in a honeypot, whatever. Well, I got a solution for you. So stick around and we'll get into it. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the other side. Disclaimer, guys, this is not financial advice. All right, guys, let's get right into this. Okay, what is the one barrier to entry for any launchpad that's out there right now? The one barrier to launchpads that's out there right now is that you have to stake, like, it's around 15 to 20 grand, and that's minimum, and that's to get into like the lower tiers. Now, if you want to get into like a really high tiers where you're guaranteed an allocation, the barrier to entry is even higher, because then you're staking about $50,000. So in order for you to actually get in to these things and make some real money on these launchpads, or not the launchpads, the tokens that get launched, and they go like 100 times or 20 times or whatever, 1,000 times. What you need is you have to have a whole bunch of money invested into the launchpad already to be able to even think about getting on those launches. So what these guys are doing, well, they're not doing really anything different. It's just they're at the beginning right now. These guys are the barrier for entry on this one right now is cheap. What these guys are doing though is they're going to take the coins that don't get launched on those major launch pads, and they're going to take them and they're going to launch them on here. And what they're going to do is they're going to make sure these are viable projects. They're going to make sure they're KYC. They're going to make sure they're perfect and ready to, well, not perfect, but they're going to make sure they're safe and ready to go. So that's what they're doing. And these guys are going to launch them on their launch pads and give us the first crack. So whoever wants to get in on these launch pads, you have to buy the BUSDX and you have to get in on their ecosystem. So how do we do that? Well, we go to PancakeSwap and we buy some of their tokens. Now their tokens are pretty cheap right now. I mean, considering what you have to pay to get in on another launch pad, these guys are pretty cheap right now because they're brand new. They've only started a day ago. They just got listed on Coin Market Cap, so that's huge. They haven't hit that pump yet. So if you really want to get in on this one, you're gonna have to get in on that. You have to get in on this quick because it's gonna. I predict that these guys are gonna go up now. They have already gone up an enormous amount from launch. So let's just take a look at the bread and butter of this token here. Here it is right here. This is the main focus on this. Go to the BUSDX pad. And now this is the Launchpad. It's a decentralized IDO Launchpad platform. Start revolutionizing fintech. I love their slogan. It's awesome. I love their logo. I love their website. It's nice and clean and to the point. Get everything you need. All the information's right there. And I love these guys. Like, these guys they're not a meme coin, man. These guys are going to be a top 10. I can see it now. They're going to be up there, man. When they start smashing their goals, these guys are going to be up there. Just watch out for these guys and just make sure you're not on the outside looking in. You want to be a part of something that's out there. I suggest you really research these guys and get in when you can. But that's not financial advice. That's just me. I've done quite well with these guys so far. I got in on pre-sale and I've done quite well. So, and these guys are still new. These guys are still new. They're barely 2 days old. And you see quickly they sold their pre-sale out pretty quickly, guys. Really quick. And like one of the quickest actually. And so here about BUSD XPad. Okay, BUSD XPad is a launch pad for IDOs to focus on projects that are not able to get listed. See, that's what I'm saying. They're focusing on like the smaller ones that aren't able to get listed on the major IDO platforms. And plus, like I said before, the major IDO platforms are so astronomically high. The amounts of tokens you have to stake and the amounts of money you have to put in there, it's out of reach for the small guys like me. Like, we can't afford that. That's why I love these guys. These guys are doing it for you. We believe that even the smaller projects should get a fair chance, and they should at an IDO. Why not? They're just as good as any of the big box ones. So any project on the BUSD XPad will not be required to give up the percentage of their tokens. So they won't be able to see, you know, on like the pink sale, right? Apparently they give like, I guess they get like 10% to have the chance to be listed on the pink sale. And then what do those guys do then? They will take that and they'll dump it at launch. And that's why you see huge dumps at launch sometimes. These guys won't do that because they believe in the long term. They believe in the long term of that project. They don't want to see it tank at the beginning. So we do not believe in the dumping of tokens. See, there we go. I believe I've read this about 10 times already. All prospective projects will need to be KYC verified, audited prior to the IDO listing. BUSDX will give our holders exclusive privileges to be the first ones to participate in the private sale of upcoming projects. Awesome. I love being able to get in on the ground floor, get in on, it's still pretty much the ground floor. It's a little more expensive than it was at launch, but it's still not the most expensive it will be. It will rise. BUSDX holders will also get a guaranteed allocation based on their duration and number of the tokens they are holding. So, yes, there's going to be a tier system. They don't know what the tier system is going to be yet. It's to be determined. So BUSD XPad uses, and here's the tier structure, uses a 2-round system for IDO participation. The approach initially reserves an allocation for every tier, allowing for fair distributions and purchase sizes that are worthwhile. So, reserved allocation round. Each tier gets a share of the total hard cap that they may purchase during the round. Users can purchase up to their tier defined maximum allowed contribution size within the share until either supply or limit exhausts. So I guess they can keep contributing until so as it's going to be based on whatever your staking tier will allow. So say it's 2 BNB, then you're allowed to stake up to 2 BNB. Kind of like, it's just like Pink Sale, except it's here on their own platform, and it's going to be better. So following the reserved, so BUSDX at first come first serve round. Following the reserved allocation round, the first come first serve round immediately opens up for all BUSDX holders. All remaining tokens from rounds 1 and 2 are available in one non-segregated pool. BUSDX holders may purchase up to a specified maximum contribution size. So here we are with the tiers. There will be a bronze tier, there will be a silver tier, a gold, and a diamond. I'm guessing the diamond is going to be quite hard to get, especially now since the price has gone up, but it's not going to be unattainable. There will be, I guarantee there's still going to be an opportunity to get it because the price has not gone so astronomically out of range yet. But it's getting more and more difficult to get to those ranges. Like 1 million tokens is going to be around $10,000 right now. But I mean, you could still get like half. You can still get $500,000 for around $5,000. So that's what for $5,000, that'd be what, like 7 BNB, 8 BNB, yeah, about 8 BNB. Yeah, so you could probably get a decent portion for around 8 BNB. That's not too hard to come across that. I mean, when you compare that to the other staking tiers, the top launch pads, it's so much better it's so much easier to get that than there is to get the top launch pads, because they're like literally tens of thousands of dollars. And yeah, that's so far out of reach for a lot of people. History of BUSD. Oh, we don't need to look at the history of BUSD because we already know about all that. I mean, we know what BUSD is. Let's just check this out. Okay. October 2021. Develop and deploy a smart contract. Create website. Done that. Create social media accounts. Begin first phase of marketing. Done that. Develop staking D app. Begin developing BUSDX pad. Doing that right now. Get the contract audited. Pre-sale listing, lock, liquidity, launch, done all that. And here we are. Going for CoinGecko listing, CMC listing, we've done that now. 2,500 holders, we are close to that. Finished, I think we're almost 2,000 holders now, so we're getting close. CoinGecko listing, not sure yet, but CMC listing, just got that today. It's so cool. And we are moving along, guys. We are moving along. You got to get in if you want to get in now, but do your research because I'm not your financial advisor. Finish developing BUSDX pad, 5,000. They're doing that right now, finishing the BUSDX pad. They are working on that right now. So we don't know when that's going to come. They say February 2022. So we'll look forward to that. Finish developing BUSDX pay. That's way down the road. So yeah, and that is going to be a payment system where you can actually use BUSDX and load that onto a credit card and use it as a credit card as a payment site. That is going to be so cool when they finally get to that. But right now, the baby they're working on is the BUSDX pad, because that is the bread and butter of this thing. It's I'm so excited about that. But yeah, June 2022, 10,000 plus holders, offline advertising and partnerships. These guys got big plans, man. If they can deliver on these plans, this is going to be a huge banger, man. And it's already shaping up to be an enormous project. We are sitting at about 6.5 million market cap right now, and we started under $1 million. So we are seeing a really nice gain on our initial investment, and the not to mention the let's see, it goes back to, not to mention the reflections. Oh, yeah, these guys are certificate of compliance. So these guys are InterFi. They were audited by the InterFi network, done, and KYC. These guys have major utility. What am I looking for? Let's see. Yeah, the reflections. We have 10% BUSDX or BUSD reflections paid to each holder. So just for holding, you're getting 10% reflections on each transaction, buy or sell. And also, these guys have been audited. They've been looked at by the Spy Wolf, and that is a certificate of trust awarded by Spy Wolf. What they do is they look at companies and they completely look through them thoroughly and tell you whether you can trust them or not. And these guys give them their seal of approval. That is big, man. So Spy Wolf has given BUSDX seal of approval. They have passed them with 100%. They said they're the best. And there you go. So let's leave you with this, something that our fearless developers left us, and that is Jay. He says, 1, stop comparing your bags to others. There will always be those who have more and less than us. So it's good. Yeah. Never compare your bags, because it doesn't matter if you're a small holder, if you're a big holder, you're still important. It doesn't matter. So buy on the dips. If you really want to increase your bag, buy on the dips and reinvest your reflections, and you'll continually increase your size. So it's a good way to go. Stop worrying about the whales. They have a right to sell. No one will dip you're healthy, and we reap the rewards when they do sell. So yeah, that's one thing I always say. Like, don't worry about what the whales are doing. I mean, seriously, with a solid project, it doesn't matter as much. So don't trust any spammer who will call you or text you, because it's always going to be a scam. So don't forget about tax implications. It says, if you hold BUSD, watch the company AMAs, and so you know what the long-term plans are. Yeah, because you got to learn the long-term plans. If you don't know the long-term plans, you will not stick around. But I'm not going to get into the rest of that. But it's all good information, though. It's right here on the Telegram. It's right here on Telegram. Go into the pins, and you get all the good, useful information. This is a solid, legitimate company. These guys are going places. This is like probably one of the best things in my bag right now. It is the one thing this is the bag that I'm probably most excited about. This in my bag right now. This one excites me. So like I said, with all that said, I'm gonna end this video there. I want you to go check it out, see if this is for you, because this is seriously a really, really good company. And I would love for you guys to check it out, because I'd love for you guys to be on this ride with me. And yeah, but just do your own research, check these guys out. If they're for you, cool, man. If they're not, then I'll have more videos for you coming up. So with all that said, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the other side.